She was visiting Aruba. This was back in 2005. He has never been charged in her death. So this is why he's here, to go to the Birmingham Federal Court. That's where Lisa was just moments ago on charges that he told Natalie's mother, Beth, that he would lead her to Natalie's body in exchange for $250,000. Her mom did pay him $25,000. That was as a down payment, only to find out at that point that he had lied about the location of Natalie's remains. So it was announced just about a month ago, back in May, that Vander Sloot would be brought to Alabama to face the charges here. That brings us up to date to today. And just in general, the decision to move forward with this case, to bring him here before he finished out that prison sentence in Peru, is just the length of time that's passed between the alleged crime that happened and just the possibility overall that witnesses in this extortion case may not be available once his murder sentence in Peru is completed.
And that's a 28-year sentence in Peru that he is serving right now. So any kind of sentence, if he is convicted here on those wire fraud and extortion charges, that time, which is a maximum of 20 years, I'm told, that won't even be happening until after that 28-year sentence in Peru is finished. So once the court proceedings are done here, there's an appeal. After that, he goes back to Peru. He serves the remainder of that 28-year sentence. And then at that point, that's when he would begin serving the sentence for any kind of federal crimes he would be convicted of.
But it's not a short process here either.
Right.
We explained the timeline over the next hours and even over the next day or so when he will actually be in court. But he could be here for up to a year before he actually gets in the courtroom to be able to decide what comes of this case.
Oh yeah, because you talk about the prosecution, you know, they know the case that they have. They know what they are going to be pursuing when it comes to this case. But the defense, it's starting from ground zero. He's been assigned a public defender from the Northern District here in Alabama. The public defender likely has not even met with his client at this point. So they'll begin that process of figuring out Vander Sloot's side of the story. They'll do research, and that process is going to take months. And then you look at the court schedule, we could be looking at a year, according to at least one legal expert, before this goes to federal court. So 1 year from now, we could be looking at this case finally going in front of folks.
Right, and this case not necessarily taking priority
Correct.
over other cases. I do want to get you out to our WVTM 13's John Pappy at a possible location where he may be detained at this time. John, you're in Hoover right now.
Yeah, you're right, Brittany. I'm actually at the Public Safety Building just off Valleydale Road and Highway 31. My sources there at the station tell me there's some evidence that he could be headed this way. In fact, we saw some Hoover police vehicles perhaps at the airport.